Hey, Bricklaying's Leaky here, and this is kind of our unusual live stream. We're doing a Monday night live, which isn't pretty normal. We usually do it on Sunday, and we actually just decided, hey, let's do a live stream tonight. So I'm standing in front of the Tatooine mock here. A little progress has been made. We'll probably scroll down to that. But I have assistant here with me tonight, and we are going to be building some 501st battle packs. We got some extras laying around, so we're going to build them. And also in honor of our contest, which actually got done on Friday. Hopefully you guys submitted your figures of who should go in the cantina. We'll be showing the prize again during the live stream, and we are going to announce the winner the weekend of the 22nd. And I know I said it was by the 22nd. It's actually going to be that weekend. So we will tell you when we're going to do that. It's going to be in a live stream, and we're going to show the minifigure in the cantina and who wins the 501st Battle Pack. I don't have it right here, but you'll see it when we go to Assistant. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming to our live stream. Don't forget to like or dislike before you leave, and let's get to some building. So good evening, Assistant. How you doing this evening?
Not bad, not bad. I'm going to be building some 501st Battle Packs. But don't worry, these are not the one we're giving away. We have another and a few more. But we're going to be building 2 tonight, maybe just 1.
Actually, we're not seeing anything in the main camera. It's kind of frozen. Flip to camera B. While we're straightening out our technical difficulties. This is what happens when we do a live stream on a Monday. But I see a few guys in the chat room say hello, Siphon, Brady. We got Carter, Holja, and Seba. Welcome, everybody. And we should have camera B back in a minute. Right now you can look at the lovely mock. I do want to point out 2 new things on the mock here. Welcome, Kaka. We added 2 scrubs, or these things. So that's about it. We did add some stuff to Jabba's palace, which is off to the right. But we can't show that because you're going to be seeing it this Wednesday, in this Wednesday video.
All right, I think the main camera should be back. We have a...
You want to wave your hand under it to see?
Do we have a...
No, just static.
Great.
Let me re-add. I'll re-add camera A. This hasn't happened before. We'll get camera A back in a minute. I'm going to go back to camera B for now.
All right. Yeah, we're having some issues. I don't know what happened. I broke it.
There we are.
All right. That's not right.
That's not right. We're going to be building 501st stuff tonight, Kaka. Let me just stretch it.
All right, that should work. It's not going to be the highest quality resolution, but I don't know what happened to the camera.
Sorry, guys.
Got super messed up. Can you see me?
Yep, we're back, Siphon. We're back, Kaka. Don't leave us. Hey, Caleb. Hey, Miami Ultra.
Like I was saying, we're going to be building 2 501st battle packs, but these are not the ones we're giving away. And for whatever reason, some of these have these push tabs on them, like this, and then some of them have just regular seals. I don't know why. That's a good question, but it's interesting nonetheless. But anyway, we'll get into this in a second.
How's our sound out there in Chatland? Yay, we're back.
It should be fine, although the resolution's a little low, so I apologize, guys. But I guess we'll get building. But anyway, I don't like these thumb ones, although they're convenient. They destroy the box quite a bit. So
Carter says we're coming in loud and clear. So Carter, I think you're the one that submitted quite a few entries to the 501st Battle Pack contest.
You know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna open both of them at the same time.
Oh man, 2 501st at the same time. Good volume, thanks, Caleb.
Yeah, I know the video quality ain't great, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
That's right, Zebra. You were right. Lego just doing their best.
We're back to like day 1 live streams. I don't know if anyone of you guys were here for the first live stream ever, but it was like in 720p and the wrong resolution. I gotta go grab a knife to open this. There's no way. See, for whatever reason, on some of these, they have the seal. And I'll have you know that on the one that we're giving away, there's gonna be thumb tabs, so you don't have to deal with any of this shenanigans. I'm not a Lego
Here's a little second grader scissors.
I'm not a Lego enthusiast or enthusiano. I guess I am an enthusiast, but I don't know the difference. Maybe one of these is more rare than the other.
So Siphon saying quality is fine.
I appreciate the confidence in us, Cypher.
So we actually have built several of these. How many clone troopers do we have now? We probably have quite an army.
Yeah, I think we've got 4 of them now or something like that. 6, something like that. We got like 8 in total. I did see on Instagram someone had made, they had like 20 of these. And they had made a rug, out of these instruction booklets.
Wow.
So, yeah, interestingly enough. So that's kind of cool.
So somebody said something earlier that was interesting. Kaka, you said Jabba is too big. Were you saying Jabba's palace is too big?
It is quite big in our mock.
Yeah. Compared to the rest of the mock. Oh, and Kaka's mini chub. I think I have seen several of your entries, Kaka.
I've seen a lot of your guys' entries. We're already sifting through all of them. I think I just opened a bag 1. Yeah, bag 1. I'm just gonna kind of really go at it this time and just pour everything into a pile. I used to do this when I was a kid. I'd get like a bunch of Lego City sets, and then I'd just open them all up and pour them into a pile, and it would take a very long time to build it for obvious reasons, because all the pieces are not segregated as they should. But you know what? We're going back to our roots, I suppose. Very many Legos. And you gotta make sure when you're opening these small packages that you get all the bits out, because you might be constructing it and there'll be a little piece stuck in one of these bags. that you've just gone and thrown away. So you always got to make sure that you get them all out. It's a lot of 501st Battle Pack goodness here.
Are you going to be able to sort through all those little pieces as you build?
I'll be okay. I think I'll be fine. But what is interesting is we have quite a bit of 501st Trooper parts. And there was, for a time, for a short second, Lego has this online thing where you can go in and buy select pieces for each part. And you could just buy a 501st figure. And each part was only like 12 cents. So you get one for like 32 cents. And theoretically, I don't think anyone did. But when the set first came out, you could just go in there and just order as many of these as you possibly could. Although I don't think they'd ship the order to you, because that's not how their system works with the parts. It doesn't really include minifigures in there. But it's interesting to have that thought that you could have theoretically ordered a whole bunch of Lego minifigures from Lego themselves. Now, I don't know if you can see my pile of people here. Can you see the pile?
That's a lot of people.
Can you see the pile over here?
So how many come with each set? Do you get 4?
You get 4 troops, 3 being regular, and then 1 being a jetpack troop. And then you get 2 attack clones.
Gotcha. And you get, 2 battle droids?
Yeah, that's what I meant. The attack, they're not clones, they're droids. Yeah, they get 2 attack battle droids. Now, you do get an extra chess piece. I got 4 chess pieces. Oh, it's because there's 2 here. I'm just being silly. But I've got 4 battle droids here. And battle droids have never been the most expensive figure out there. In fact, you can get them extremely cheap from the actual method I just said a while back, just going to lego.com. But anyway, let's kind of just get all this junk out of the way and get to the real prize of these sets, the one everyone cares about, the figures.
So, Assistant, since we're giving away a 501st set, and we are actually giving it away on the 24th, we made a mistake. We said it was going to be on the 22nd. We're going to do the live stream on Sunday the 24th. And so, are there any early favorites? I know you can't say which ones you like, but were there some in there? Kaka said, did you see my Big Bang Theory post of Lego?
I did. Any favorites? I'm not going to disclose, but yeah, there was a couple ones I liked. And I was looking into the possibility of actually getting, the feasibility of getting these figures for a couple of them. And that is not a determining factor. You could have a crazy figure, and some of them were pretty custom that I liked. So it's definitely going to be interesting. But yeah, there was definitely some that stood out from the crowd. It would be very easy for us to just kind of, pick a figure we already have, like any normal YouTuber would, but nope.
Are we going to go through a very complex grading system?
Oh yeah, it's going to be ultra complex. The one I like the best.
The one who looked best in the seat next to Monma.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the other jetpack. The thing is, there's a lot of blue, and it's kind of
So while you're doing that, I'll show the giveaway thing and see how it says winner announced by October 22nd. That is not correct. The winner will be announced by October 24th. So don't hate us out there. I think the official rules actually say the 24th.
Now, if you excuse me for a second, I'm going to go grab all of the other clones we have, and I'm going to assemble them in one pile here. I'm currently assembling all these guys. That's kind of the primary reason. You could still find these all over the place, and I always prefer to kind of set them off to the side in the stores when I see them, because I want to be able to get these in the future. And usually stores have rollbacks, and you can go back and get them. Like, I got these 2 sets for $13 because I hid them at a Walmart. And
we're never going to become part of the Lego network now.
Well, these are just top tips. These are just Lego top tips. Lego doesn't care. But anyway, it's not like you just kind of take it, right? And then you just kind of slide it to the back shelf of like, I don't know, like the Friends Legos, the ones that no one ever touches. And then no one can really see it back there behind all the dust of early 2014 Friends sets. And then you just come back 3 months later, no one's found it, and it's on rollback.
Rollback.
That's a Lego top tip for you.
Yep. Lego top tip. And I don't know if it's exactly cheating to hide Legos.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters. But yeah, if they sit there for too long, they just get discounted.
Yeah, and a lot of times you can find, because stores, they don't like, especially Walmart, does not like keeping inventory on shelves very long.
No.
They like having it move because that's a dangerous thing for them. That's part of their business models, move inventory as quick as possible. So they don't like having it just sitting around.
What up, Will Harper? Seba says you made a Lego illegal move.
Okay, you know what, Lego? I'm sorry. You already sold it to Walmart, so I mean, like, you're getting your money. Walmart's getting their money. It's their fault for having, kind of interesting business practices. Now, I have quite a few Lego figures here. But anyway, now I got to build the battle droids. And then we got to get into I thought it was the battle droids a little underrepresented in this. Is because, they're kind of just, they don't really have a chance. They don't really have a shot. They're just kind of...
No, they're kind of dumb.
They got like a tank and a speeder, and there's just 2 of them.
Well, I got to be honest. I like the battle droids a lot better in Clone Wars. They're still stupid in Clone Wars, but I like them better in the cartoon show than I liked them in Phantom Menace.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, I don't know. They're in Phantom Menace. They seem kind of like dogs or something. They're more like I don't know. And there's a couple of commander battle droids, but in Clone Wars they actually kind of make them out to be units, and they just show how they're faulty just because they're programmed. They're kind of stuck in their programming. I think the only place we saw that in Phantom Menace was that part at the end where he's like, that does not compute, you're under arrest. I think in the Clone Wars they actually gave more personalities, and they were kind of, like every time before they were about to die, they're like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's not good. So I'm actually going to go grab all of the other 501st figures we have.
So Siphon wants us to rank the best Star Wars sets. So Assistant's going to get our big pile of Clone Wars. Or clones. I shouldn't say Clone Wars. Clones. And you're right, Carter. They have more comedic value in Clone Wars. So best Star Wars sets. I mean, Siphon, I have still, man, that Cantina set, the MBS Cantina set is one of my all-time favorites. But I know the new Republic gunship, a lot of people are fawning over. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about the best Star Wars sets, because there's probably some older ones that we haven't even thought of. There's that really old 1999 Cloud City set, and I hear some people like that. I don't really like the older I would say pre-2005 sets. They were kind of wonky. They were brand new. Oh, so Seba likes how in the movies the clones were actually, or the battle droids were actually killing machines, and in Clone Wars they are real personality, and that's true. I kind of like, I like a little bit of both.
All right, so I'm back with all of the other ones. So we've actually got 3 other packs. So that means we've got 6 more battle droids. So that means in total we have, I'm gonna say this is just simple math, because each one of these comes with 1. So we got 5 sets here. We have 6 in total. One of them's on display somewhere else. So we've got quite a few of these figures, and of course I want more. These clones are great. You gotta have a whole Star Wars Legion of them. And also from the Ahsoka tank, we have the commander of it. Or so I think this is the commander of the 501st.
Well, Rex is the commander of the 501st.
Well, then who is this guy?
I don't know. I don't know who that guy is.
I know he's a leader.
Oh, you know what? They painted Ahsoka's 501st. They painted like Ahsoka's face on their helmets. It was really tragic because they.
So this is an Ahsoka trooper.
That's an Ahsoka trooper that her and Rex had to murder all those guys because they tried to kill them when Order 66 came out.
Thanks for the information.
So Brady says UCS Slave 1 is one of the best. I have never actually seen that in person. I want to see that in person. And Seba's saying the UCS Imperial Star Destroyer. Definitely that's hugely iconic. And Brady likes the 2015 Imperial Shuttle. Yeah, I'm more of a... You know what? It's funny. I do like the ships. But, so that's weird that I like the Cantina set. But I'm a tattooing guy.
If you want to show them the Cantina set, I gotta adjust something real quick. So if you want to show them that would be...
Yep, we were back in, I call this mock overhead cam.
So if you see over there in the corner, that's main cam. You see over there in the corner, you can see the set right there. That's Leaky's favorite. So, funnily enough, I have no idea how to switch what I'm trying to do here. But yeah, this set right here, it's a little poorly lit. That one's Leaky's favorite. But anyway, back to...
Go figure.
Back to 501st. I was trying to adjust the resolution, but you can't actually adjust it unless it's on the thing, so that's not very helpful. But I
think it looks fine.
I'm not a fan of 720p. I personally prefer 1080p. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
So Seba is saying that the Ahsoka Trooper is the 332nd clone trooper.
I see.
Not the 501st. Because 501st was Anakin's.
This guy's useless. I have to buy
Vader's fist.
I gotta buy a whole bunch of Ahsoka tanks now to get a whole nother Legion. Is what you're saying?
Or you could just paint the helmets very carefully with orange.
Some people do that with stickers, and I just don't think it looks very good.
So Caleb likes Jabba's palace and the classic sail barge. And Caleb, you know our Jabba's palace on our mock is actually built with that very set, I think. The 2012, or is it
the 2012? Yeah. The 2012 Jabba's palace. There is one. I think there was one from, I want to say either 2000 or 1999 that came out. It was like 2001, circa somewhere around there. Was the other Jabba's palace set, and it was really 3 sets, and it was not good. It was just bad. Like Leaky said, the older sets are just kind of funky looking.
Yeah, they had some of the molded characters were really weird.
Yeah, especially on Tatooine. Some of the characters that they've only made in those old sets. We looked at the figures because we were new to Lego. We looked at the figures like, all right, we want this guy, and we looked at them. And we're like, whoa, what? Oh, it was interesting. Some of those older sets, they took some creative liberties for sure.
Yes.
But I mean, that was in its infancy. Lego actually wasn't doing too hot at that time, so I'm glad they pushed through and ended up where we are today with very high quality Lego.
And I'll tell you what, the designers are just getting better and better. I mean, despite what some people say, that some of the new designs, that new Titanic is absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
I cannot believe that.
The gunship. I mean,
yeah, the Republic gunship
thing is good. Like if you look at the Coliseum, another great set. The piano, the Saturn V rockets is another good example of that. I think that was Ideas though, so that was one a fan made. But it's absolutely crazy. I wish we could get more detailed sets, but the designers also have to make them solid. They can't make them to where they fall apart.
Yeah. Yep.
So you can't actually get too much detail in there like you see online. It's like, oh, I can't do it like this. It's because if you look at those mocks online look very nice, but if you just like there's a breeze in the air, the entire thing will just come crashing down.
Yeah, that's why with the new the Bad Batch shuttle, I wasn't a big fan because you can't lift it from the top. The thing kind of falls apart. That was kind of a bummer. Yeah, the Alder Bebo, Caleb. That was a weirdest minifigure.
Yeah, some of them were just like a Lego City figure with like a skeleton duct taped to the bottom of it. It was just odd to see, for sure. But you know, they were trying their best. That's all that matters.
The old Jabba was a little weird too.
Yeah, he was okay. He wasn't as weird as some of the other ones, but definitely not as good as the 2012 mold. That's for sure. 2012 and 2013. I wonder if they. Here's my question. I wonder if they're going to use the same mold, which I think they would. I can't see them making a new mold for Jabba for the new Jabba's Palace set. And I'm not sure what the new Jabba's Palace set's going to be, but I know they're making one.
Well, I think it's going to be Boba Fett's palace, so Jabba will already be dead.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's going to be Jabba Fett's.
That definitely saves them money.
Palace.
Because those Jabba's figures are not cheap to manufacture, but that kind of sucks for everyone trying to get a Jabba figure because they're insanely expensive because they only came out in those 2 sets. They're older sets, and they're not cheap sets.
No,
they're not. They were not cheap sets back then, and they are not cheap sets now.
I think the new Boba Fett's palace is going to be cheaper, too. I think it's only going to be like $69 or something.
Yeah, we'll probably review that on the channel, maybe, if it's good.
And like the Darth Vader meditation chamber, they're going to be coming out, and I think this was announced today, I'm not sure, or rumored today, with the, there's going to be the trash compactor scene from Death Star. They're just making a set of that.
They've been doing those Death Star. I know they did one
with the little mini scenes, like, well, there's the Darth Vader meditation chamber.
They did one with Obi-Wan. Darth Vader's meditation's in there. They did one with the Obi-Wan turning off the
oh, that's right, the tractor beam.
They did like a laser shooter thing. They did I think the crossing of the bridge where like Leia and Luke. So maybe they'll implement it into a big Jabba's palace. Like maybe they'll sell a frame and you can insert all the sets, but you'd also have to have all the sets and half of them are retired. So that's kind of a bummer. But
so Siphon is saying is $5 for Jabba worth it. I'm not sure 5 what, Siphon, but yeah, I think
$5?
They're going for like $30 US dollars right now.
$5 would be great. $500 would be quite poor. $50 would be, I'd say, a fair deal depending on your currency.
So Caleb is saying, how do you guys feel about Boba's Palace thing? I'm sure it'll be cool, but I was hoping for a regular Jabba's Palace, so I'd have some new alien figures. Yeah, I'm with you too. I wanted more of the band, the Max Rebo band. Even though I'm not a big fan of the alterations Lucas made to the films. That was weird. I would like a few more of the band members and some more aliens. That was cool. And Caleb, I am totally with you. I wish they definitely made a Master Builder's Jabba's Palace. But that would kind of, that would ruin, once again, we would be outflanked by Lego because, Assistant put all that time and effort into building a cantina. And once again, I'm going to overhead cam. And we had to literally rip it out when they came out with the MBS Cantina, because we had to get one of those.
Anyway, I mean, I think the Jabba's Palace we have, regardless of what Lego produces, it's just too big. Where I said Cantina that time. The Jabba's Palace we have is just too big. The Cantina was just kind of small, and just kind of like a crappier version of what Lego made. So I think regardless, we're going to keep the Jabba's Palace we have.
Yep, I agree.
Although if it's cool, we might get the set. Except we're kind of in a transitioning phase right now. We're working on stuff for the future.
Yep.
LoBricks, the next
Our new
mock.
mock. You guys have seen some teases for it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's still a lot of work to do.
Yep.
Still for sure in progress.
So Siphon did say $5 for a Jabba. If you can find a Jabba for $5...
Old or new, honestly.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I don't know if I can pull out the Jabba to show you which one. I like the new Jabba, though. The old Jabba was weird.
Yeah, it was a single mold piece. I think that the new Jabba's 2.
Yep.
But either way, it was okay for the time. It wasn't fantastic, though.
And Caleb is saying, yes, nice, Sice, Noodles, and Droopy. Those are definitely 2 band members I'd like to have.
I'm not sure who.
And the real long face guy, too. Yeah.
The real long-faced looking lady who was screaming that Lucas added in post for whatever reason. You can never tell with that Lucas character.
Caleb's saying our dungeon is better than anything Lego would make. Thanks, Caleb.
Yeah, I mean, there's the price per piece count on that. If it was 10 cents, that would still cost a fair amount of money. Although it is based off of Lego's model. And the Jabba's Palace we have right now is literally just Lego's Jabba's Palace, but not for long.
Not for long. We are doing modifications. So, Assistant, I have a question for you. Do you feel like we're kind of running out of steam on Tatooine? Like we're just tired of it, or is it just Jabba's palace is extremely difficult?
I wouldn't say running out of steam, more just running out of things to do.
Yes. Yes.
Obviously, we could modify it, but the videos would just be very boring. Where before we had things to build, like there's empty space, and there's not a lot of empty space. And the Jabba's palace is very it's very not the easiest build. So in the past we could, like Mos Eisley I think was the other one that was not that easy. In the past we could go off for 2 weeks and do something else and come back to it, where now it's kind of just like, yeah, we kind of have to stick with Jabba's palace because there's just nothing else to build.
We're running out of stuff. I have a few more things I want to do. I'm going to switch back over to camera B. So the one thing I really want to do, or I want to finish up, is I want all the dooms to be uniform. The dooms.
That would be nice.
So this here, the crate dragon, this dune I still want to fix. And over there in the corner, I'm going to do a little more work on that. And so our Brinklink orders, even though they are mostly Hoth now, or you're gonna start to see our unboxing videos be very Hothish. Is that a word? Hothish?
Well, I mean, anything's really a word. Anyone who says otherwise is kind of silly.
And Caleb wants to know, based on your comment about we're going to modify Jabba's palace, he says, are you going to be adding more rooms in the main part of the palace?
I'm not not necessarily. I mean, we're going to be fixing the rooms that they have, but rooms-wise, probably not. No, nothing new, because everything, we kind of did it so everything's below. We just don't have that much room up top. So I'm just gonna kind of finish it out. I'm not gonna really expand its footprint. It's still gonna kind of look the same because the shape is phenomenal. I'm just gonna kind of, make it on all four sides. It's basically gonna be taking two Jabba's palaces and smashing them together into one, so it's a full Jabba's palace, like seen in the movie. That makes sense.
I like it. That does make sense. Oh, Caleb, I like what you said. Instead of Hoth-ish, Hothic, like Gothic, it's going to be Hothic. All of our Brinklink orders are going to be very Hothic going forward.
That's fair, I suppose.
So assistant, do you need more Jabba's palace pieces?
Yes.
Yep, I'll have to put in some Brinklink orders for you.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with Bricklink, a lot of people ask us where do you get our parts from in the unboxings, and bricklink.com.
Yep,
it's like eBay for Legos. It's a little sketchy the first time you use it because it's not like a traditional e-commerce site where you just buy from it. It has the email system where you email someone and then you set up a separate payment, which is a little more tedious for sure, but you can definitely get better deals that way.
Some of them have direct payments, like you can pay directly from PayPal.
Yeah, but it's still like you gotta message the seller. It's just a little goofy the first time you use it, but once you get used to it, it's fine. Really, it's not that big of a deal.
Yep. Yeah, I actually really like buying on Bricklink. And Pick-a-Brick is good, but you got to wait a long time. And I found lately the Pick-a-Brick prices on Lego.com, I can always find better prices on Bricklink.
That's
even
really,
for new pieces.
Pick-a-Brick is really for something odd and obscure that only came in one set that's very large. So a great example of that is the tan pieces we use for the mountains. I believe those came out in the Lone Ranger Silvermine Shootout set, and that's it. So that obviously those are kind of hard to get your hands on because they only came out in a few sets, and that was quite a long time ago, and only 2 were included in the set or whatever. So where a Lego you can order 40 of them for $1, where it might be $6 on Bricklink. So, and that's honestly the same philosophy with having anything. It's like we like to have real Lego parts, but the one thing we are going to be continuing with Hoth that we did with Tatooine is the Lego base plates are not going to be Lego base plates. They're going to be El Faco Lego base plates, which I know some purists are going to get mad at us. But if you think about it, we're going to need, and this is probably going to give away the dimensions a little bit, even though we already did. We're going to need 128 base plates for Hoth, just the base plates. And they're like $7.95 a piece plus tax. So if you do the math, that's not great. That's close. That's like $1,000. in just the base plates, where we could be putting that towards other things. So we're just going to be using the knockoff ones, which we can get for like 62 cents a piece if you buy them in bulk, which is just so much cheaper.
And you guys probably know the base of Tatooine, although we've covered most of it up now, was knockoff base plates.
Yeah.
But all of the rest of the Legos are authentic.
The minifigures, importantly, are authentic.
I think the only minifigure we have now on the entire mock that isn't authentic is Snaggletooth. He's the only custom minifig.
Except Snaggletooth and Dr. Abazan are custom figures. They use official Lego pieces. They're printed on. So they're not, they come from Lego. They use
so we
real
didn't,
Lego parts.
That's right. We didn't keep we still have the Dr. Evazan from the MBS Cantina, but we put a fake.
Because before that set was announced, we had one. It was like $32, and I really liked it. And it was actually better than the one Lego came up with, so we just kept it.
Yeah. Now the Walrus Man or Pondo Baba was not great, so we were very happy to get the MBS Cantina version of Pondo Baba.
There was a nicer-ish one. I think the one in the set was still better. There was a nicer-ish one. It was like $50 at the time, and we're like, oh, we'll just get the not-so-nice version of it and deal with it. And it was still like $20 for the not-so-nice version of it. Yeah. And that is not real. The Pondo Baba that we got was all Chinese plastic, but...
Yep. So Seba is saying the base plates are not seen and so expensive. So that brings me a question for the chat room for you guys. Since we hit 1,000 subscribers and we've been in YouTube, our channel's over a year old, and we're now a year and 4 months old. Assistant and I actually officially filled out the form last night for the Lego Ambassador Network, and I know there's all kinds of controversy and certain YouTubers leaving the Ambassador Network, so I actually filled it out. I filled out our application last night for the Lego Ambassador Network. We'll see what happens. But they did, one cool thing is they say if you, even if you're not accepted as a recognized Lego video, then they'll tell you why you weren't. But I'm curious if we have fake base plates, if they're going to go, oh, no, you can't have fake base plates.
I'll tell you what. We will get rid of the fake base plates. We'll get rid of them if you send us 128 white base plates.
Yes, Lego, if you're listening, if you send us 128 white base plates, we will use base plates because we don't have $1,000.
And for the tan ones, you guys stop making them in your classic line. So what are we supposed to do? Hey, bring back the tan classic Lego plates.
Bring back the tan base
get
plates.
Rid of them? Doesn't make sense.
So the new Tatooine mockers out there who want to build their own Tatooine mock, they can't even get them.
Can't even get them unless you want to pay like $15 a piece on Bricklink. Times what? We had like 72. That you can't. That's undoable.
It's not sustainable.
No, it's not.
So Caleb just orders a Pondo Baba head on Bricklink for $12. And Sypha, I know you got your Jabba for $5. That is an awesome deal. Grab that.
Yeah, honestly, if you don't grab it, tell me where it is. I will gladly take it.
Yep.
Snatch it.
No, it's funny. There's certain things like Jabba's Palace. We have multiple minifigures. Like Mandalorian, I think we got like 4 of him. We got R2-D2s and C-3POs all over the place. But I don't think there's possibility of getting a second Jabba in there unless we somehow made a sail barge.
There was originally, if you watch the first episode, where this was before Mandalorian, where the Krayt Dragon was going to be the sail barge, and there was going to be 2 Jabbas originally. But now, no, there's not, because we didn't do that. We didn't end up doing that because the logistics of that would have been pretty difficult to nail. It would have been a little weird looking. Although it would have been cool. That's one thing we did do at Tatooine. We wanted to, along with Luke's homestead, but we would have had 2 Jabbas, but we didn't. So that's kind of interesting. And for those of you, I have 2 speeders kind of half built here. I'm doing them kind of 2 at a time, not one at a time.
Are you finding it more difficult that you just spread the bricks all over the place to find the bricks, or is it?
It's definitely more difficult. Than just having one set. It's definitely more challenging because a lot of the smaller pieces are just kind of all over the place. What I wish I would have done was kept them kind of in the same, because I kind of like got bag 2 over here, bag 2 over here, and they're just kind of intermixed, which isn't fun. But I'll live.
Yep. Well, that means we're going to have longer than an hour tonight. We're at 42 minutes, and we can't give up until it's completely built, right?
In beautiful 720p.
That's right.
Apologize about
Beautiful
that, guys.
720p.
The 180, I don't know.
Yeah, we had a camera malfunction early on tonight, and we had to reload camera A. Camera B has always been in 720, but our main camera, we got a nice...
1080.
Yep.
The problem is there's some goofy shenanigans going on with the USB hub that we have controlling all of our gadgetries, and we were able to bypass the hub that the camera B plugs into, but camera A was plugged into the same hub before when we started the stream, and we didn't check it, and it was the same nonsense, and then we didn't have time to adjust it to 1080. Yep. So that's what happens. So
Caleb has something that he did for his tattooing mock that I was thinking about doing on Hoth. Is his tattooing mock is gray and white base plates covered in tan and dark tan, which is something, you know, if we couldn't find the white base plates, I was just going to get some blue ones, like ice, almost ice underneath the snow, and just cover them with white bricks. But we found the size of Hoth, and Hoth is going to be big. I would have had to order something like 15,000 2x4 bricks just to cover all the base plates.
Yeah, and that's more expensive than just buying the base plates.
Yep, 1,000 2x4 bricks goes for about $60. So that would have been 60 times 15. So still like $600-700 just for base plates.
Not fun. And honestly, it's just like the base plates themselves are it's not fun. Like, it's the Lego ones are nice, but the problem is the quality of the other ones are the same. There's no because it's so simple.
Yep.
It's difficult to justify buying the real ones where you can get the same quality. Now with minifigures, this is where it's like a touchy, like sets. I don't think you should be buying knockoff Lego sets because R&D, design, all of that is what keeps this Lego company going. They're not gonna die over. The company's not gonna go bankrupt over a stolen base plate. That's a very easy design to come up with. That wasn't hard, but like a Lego set, like this set for example, this set gets knocked off, right? And they just direct copy it. Now you're talking all that work that Lego put in. It probably took a decent amount of time to design the set and design all the figures. Is gone, and they just lost it to a set that's cheaper. That's why it's cheaper, and the parts are less quality. So that's why I think you should always buy official Lego minifigures, if possible. Some of them are a little rare, and then official Lego sets because it's just what keeps Lego going.
Oh, we're back in the Lego Ambassador Network now. They didn't throw out our application since you said that.
Oh, I don't even know what the Lego Ambassador Network is. I'm not just being a mouthpiece. That's a funny term for Lego. I honestly believe that with any company. So, like, for example, another thing could be like, you know, like a chair. A fancy chair company spent like $100 designing a chair, and then another chair company just knocked it off, and they can charge $100 less for the chair. And now what you got is the chair company went out of business that designed the chair, and the other company doesn't have anything to steal from, so they go out of business, and everyone loses except for the person who stole the chair. It was just a quick cash grab. So you see the problem? It's just not good. Copyright laws in other countries aren't as strong as the United States, so that stuff can happen. You just should always buy the official stuff.
Yes. Well, I like what you said about the R&D, because they have to, you know, they go through all of the effort to kind of find the right bricks.
And cost and design.
Yeah, like the Republic gunship. I mean, or the Titanic. Just imagine the amount of work that went into by Lego to design those things. And you know, so yeah, that's why I.
You just gotta.
And Lego, and let's be honest, the Lego sets, if another, they have gotten it almost perfected. Where these sets are, except for the Bad Shuttle. These sets are very durable. They don't come apart. Like the new design of the Titanic, where they have the two little things that you can literally pull out. The whole Titanic comes apart in less than 5% of it. I was watching a review of it by somebody. Somebody was doing it. But, you know, there's very few Technic pieces. Like we were looking at that. Here, let me see if we can see the attack shuttle. I'm going to go to swirl up to the what is this guy called again? This is the
Mandalorian Starship.
No, not that. The landing craft. That thing is like got so many Technic bricks and all these crazy gears and gizmos, but it's got a lot less piece count. But it's just not. I don't think as durable as the newer.
That was
sets.
like circa 2009 Lego.
Yeah, that's true. So they've come a long way, baby.
That's for sure. That stuff, and that's not cheap either.
Nope.
It costs a lot of moolah, so you gotta make sure to support your local Lego store.
Yeah. So Caleb, 6 32 by 32 plates. Ours was 72 of the 32 by 32 for Tatooine, and we're gonna need 128 for Hoth.
If we only needed 6 plates, I definitely buy the Lego ones. That's the thing. We don't need 6 of them.
It's just insane. And like you said, it's insane to cover. And we couldn't spend our money on cool stuff. Like we're gonna shell out the money for multiple AT-ATs, Millennium Falcon. Those definitely the new Hoth sets coming next year. Can't wait for those. The AT-ST and the Hoth Battle Pack. We're probably gonna have to buy a bunch of those.
I mean, think about it this way: like 3 AT-ATs, a Millennium Falcon, and probably 10 Hoth Battle Packs or the base plates. That's basically what you got to keep in mind. Or we can just buy the knockoff ones for cheaper. And like I said, the R&D on that wasn't much. It's not going to kill Lego if you buy the knockoff base plates.
No.
They've been doing,
So Siphon, you're working on a Geonosis mock. You know, it's funny, when we were trying to decide what our next mock's going to be, we were like, should we go out of original trilogy into, because Geonosis is really cool. Some people said Endor, that's original trilogy. There's definitely some sets, parts in Clone Wars, like I've seen guys do Mandalorian, Siege of Mandalore and stuff. So, but we're kind of set on Hoth now. We actually already made some purchases.
Yeah, as you know, if you saw our Instagram, you go to our Instagram, you can see we've bought some Hoth sets. So if you go over there, check it out, and it's in the channel description, so you can go look. We purchased some Hoth sets, so that's pretty cool. I'm done with the speeders in each set.
Woohoo!
So I got 2 more. I'm just gonna kind of.
That only took you 50 minutes to do the speeders.
I know.
So this is going to be a long live stream tonight. That's okay though. I got nothing better to do. So.
And I mean, just look at this, just glorious pile. We got another. I think we got another set of these.
Oh, that's a lot of clone troopers.
Each one of these guys is worth like $10. So.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
Wow, and you can buy the sets now for
$13.
$13
or $16. I paid.
Yep. So Carter has a funny comment here. I wonder how Lego gets ideas for new sets. I doubt they get some guy just sitting around building new sets and going, "Hey guys, here's a new Lego set." So I wonder. I actually watched a video on the making of the UCS Cantina, and I think there was a couple of guys. I think that I'm sure like Disney and Star Wars has a say, but
Disney now has a say.
But it probably is also like a couple of designers saying, "Hey, here's something I'd always love to do." And they probably would come up with, I'm assuming they come up with a concept brief or like something to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. They probably run it up the chain, run it by Disney. But they probably have to have some idea of how to do it, like Titanic. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they said, hey, we want to do Titanic, or if one of their designers said, I think I could get away with a Titanic in just under 10,000 pieces.
I'm pretty sure nowadays, and it was over 10,000 pieces. Nowadays, especially with Star Wars and the Marvel sets, I think Lego has extremely little say. I mean, it's very clear if you look at the Marvel CMF series, the current Marvel sets, and the current Star Wars sets, that Disney is like saying, hey, Lego, I want there to be more sets about the shows. So there's more sets about the shows. I think
Disney Plus shows? Yeah.
Disney Plus shows. So I think Disney's definitely pushing them to make less of movies and more about the current media.
Well, that could be like in Star Wars, the Bad Batch shuttle, the Trouble on Tatooine, the Book of Boba Fett sets coming out.
The Mandalorian sets, all the Forge, the Ahsoka's tank.
Yep.
Like if you think about it, like you still get the shuttle, the TIE fighter, and all that, but like you get
classic sets.
You get a lot of, like those are probably Lego, and then you get the Disney side of things.
So
Disney
Caleb
definitely
is saying, would you guys consider putting the Wampas attacking Echo Base through the caves deleted scene from Empire? We were talking about that, like how many Wampas we want to get. At first, I was like, oh man, if there's Wampas, if those Wampas are like the same price as Jabba, but luckily the UCS Hoth set apparently was the worst set ever. I guess it's like I didn't know this. Assistant had to tell me this. One of the worst sets ever. So the Wampa and the Tauntauns, they're pretty cheap. So I would love to have the Wampa attacking Echo Base. But the deleted scene was really weird. Why would the Wampa attack a massive base like that unless he likes, I don't know, maybe he wanted more Tauntaun meat?
Yeah, if you think about it, if you look at, I don't know if you want to switch to camera B.
We have somebody that just arrived, Xanderland. Welcome.
What's up, Xanderland?
He said he can only stay a little bit, so our Tron aficionado himself has arrived. Hello, Xanderland.
But like I was saying, if you want to switch to camera B for me,
sure.
Nikki, if you take a look at the sand troopers we have marching towards the crash escape pod, those guys are like $12 to $15 a piece for the troopers because they came out in very few sets. And they're not cheap. Where if you look at like the rebel attackers and the snow troopers, they're a lot cheaper. You can get them for like, I think like you can get the rebel troopers for like $6, and you can get the snow troopers for like around $6 or $5. That's a lot cheaper. We can get double the amount of figures for the same price, and that's what we're really looking forward to. Hoth is we can have more figures. Although we do have a lot of sand troopers, we get more figures, and we can for less cost. So we're definitely gonna have an increased amount of things for this one.
Yep, definitely. And I know a lot of people said, like in Tatooine, there's that big empty desert. Well, in the movie itself, it's a big empty desert. But I think we are gonna fill Hoth with lots of dudes, lots of minis.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of. I want to have a whole army of sand troopers and rebel attackers. There's definitely going to be more rebel attackers because if you look at it, there's not really any ground troops.
So Xanderland is saying, I'm actually going to buy the new Lego Tangled Rapunzel Tower set very soon. Hey, we're not judges here, Xanderland. You want to buy the Tangled Tower? I'm all for it.
That is something you won't see on our channel.
Well, we did buy in the Disney minifigures, we did get Anna and Elsa from Frozen. So
if we ever do a review on that, which I plan to have a review on every CMF series eventually, if you ever see a review on that, I guess that would be the closest thing to it. But I don't think we'll ever be getting that set.
Yep.
It's just not.
But we'll watch yours, Xanderland. I want to know if it's any
go
good.
Check out Xanderland Reviews videos.
Yeah, we were in earlier this year, Assistant and I. You can see our old vlog. We haven't done a vlog in a while. We were actually at Disney World and Hollywood Studios. So we did go to Galaxy's Edge, which was very cool. But we did see Rapunzel's Tower at Disney World. And we also saw, as Xanderland, we have said this before, we saw the new Tron ride being built.
Yeah, I saw it with my very own eyes.
Miami Ultra, hello from France. You know, Miami Ultra, it's interesting you're from France, but your name's Miami Ultra, because we're in the United States, and when we see Miami Ultra, we think Florida, not France, but hey.
You know, Miami is not great. It's stinky.
Miami, not a big Miami fan myself.
If you live in Miami, I'm sorry.
Yep.
But your city's kind of stinky.
So Xanderland did get the ATST Raider last month. That set right now is only going for $39. Everybody go out and get that set.
I think it's been going for $39 for a while.
But you get the Cara Dune, which has been, that's going to be worth a ton of money. You get a very cool ATST. It's a little wonky.
We do have a couple of those sets now because of that price.
And Xanderland got the Joker Trike Chase. So I just saw something that I want to get for a Friday video is the Walmart exclusive Batmobile, the classic Batmobile. I really want that. That is something I got to get.
Yeah, you'll see that in the future. I don't know when. We have a couple sets lined up. We're just kind of figuring out when we're going to do the reviews for them. I know we did some different stuff. We have a lot, like Wednesday video-wise, we don't keep those lined up, but we got a lot of content for Fridays. So who knows? We'll see what we got going for those days.
So there are several Tangled fans in the chat room here. Seba says Tangled's a good movie for all ages. So we're not, I am not going to go all anti-Disney princess here. I'm Assistant has a sister that likes the Disney princesses.
Tangled.
It's a good movie. It's funny.
Which one's that? Which one's Tangled?
Tangled is Rapunzel. She has the long hair.
Oh.
They rescue her from the tower.
I think I've seen like half of that movie, but I have written written. I didn't write it. Oh my gosh, I read the old German tale for that, and it was a little less like the Disney movie. I'll tell you that much.
So Miami Ultra says, haha, no problem. I know Miami is kind of dangerous nowadays. Love your mock. Keep going. Go, 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 mock, go. Yep, so, yeah, we've been slowing down on the Tatooine mock because we are prepping Hoth. Hoth is currently being prepped, but we're not going to stop on Tatooine. It's not going anywhere. We're not ripping it down, despite some from the rest of the LoBricks studios who want the extra space. We have to keep Tatooine intact.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to, if we ever build another mock besides Hoth, we're definitely going to have to find a spot for LoBricks Studios other than the LoBricks headquarters basement, because it's just not going to fit. Like, unless we start taking out other rooms, which Mrs. LoBricks or Mrs. Leakey would not appreciate.
And Miami Ultra, you'll be happy to know Mrs. Leakey is actually going to Miami in 3 weeks, and that's dangerous, leaving me and assistant alone with money and Legos. We might end up, just taking over the entire all of LoBricks Studios.
I wouldn't say Miami's dangerous. We're from Detroit. That's considered pretty dangerous. They're not like, as long as you don't like intentionally do something stupid, you should be okay.
Yeah. But
it just smells bad.
Smells bad? Miami doesn't smell bad.
Yes, it does.
Have you ever been to Miami, assistant?
It's like Mos Eisley. It just stinks.
the hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah, Miami is the equivalent of Mos Eisley.
Oh, you're making all kinds of friends tonight with.
Yeah, we're like.
You're showing illegal Lego moves.
I know.
And ripping on Miami.
I'm gonna get the FBI called on me.
We're trying to get in the Lego Ambassador Network. This is our first live stream.
I think we'll be okay. I don't know. I think there's definitely some more requirements we're missing to get into that.
Yeah, probably. They said, well, it was very, very unclear. So they're going to give us some feedback. I can just see the first feedback from, they're like, well, you have enough viewers. You have a very nice established community. But Assistant basically showed you how to steal Legos from Walmart.
In live stream number 26, freaking timestamp 22 minutes said this, so no.
Yeah, I don't know if Lego is going to review all of our videos. I'd be happy if they just watched 2 minutes of one video.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. So Caleb wants to know our opinion. On Crater, I see you don't have the Lego Walker, lots of Lego Ninjago. So if you already have the Rogue One ATST and a bunch of Clantonian heads from the Raider that you've gotten in Bricklink, is it still worth it to get the Raider? Well, so the reason I like the Raider, Caleb, is, and for the resale value of Cara Dune is worth it, but I like the piece count, man. You're getting, what is the piece count on the Raider? It's right up here someplace.
I don't think it's actually on there.
Where is it? I gotta get the Raider. I gotta find out what the piece count is. But for $40, the price per piece is super low.
I think I saw the X-Wing for $30 on Amazon. So that's also insane.
Yep.
So check
yeah, Zanderland just said they have a lot of sets on sale right now, so get them while you can. Absolutely. Yeah, and see, but we were talking about the Titanic set earlier today, and I saw a review video on it. It's 4 feet long, 54 inches. That's just insane.
That's pretty big. I've seen pretty big things before. That's big. That's up there.
Yep.
That's like this. That reminds me of the Ultimate Star Destroyer. From I remember seeing that at the Lego store when it first came out. I was like, wow, that's pretty big.
So Zanderland has already done his Titanic analysis. Zanderland, you're all over it, man. You're one of our favorites. We love watching your channel.
Do you do daily videos, Zanderland? That's pretty impressive. I don't think I could do that.
Yep.
I literally couldn't.
So the piece count in the ATST is 540 pieces. Zanderland gave us that. And essentially is, what is it, $40 right now?
Like something like that.
So you're looking, what is that? Because I'm kind of cheap. I don't know if you guys knew this about Leaky, but Leaky is cheap.
Yeah, cheapy
Leaky.
Buying a $32 minifigure because the one in the other state, the set is definitely cheap.
Oh, I get, yeah, when you mean when I bought Dr. Evazon like a week before the set came out. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, but that's 7 cents a piece. That is huge. That's why I like the ATST. Yep. And you get a Mandalorian too. Yep. So, yo, Kyson, welcome. Welcome, Kyson. So, Kyson wants to know when the winner of the 501st Battle Pack announcement, that is coming out. We actually made a mistake in the live stream. We said it's going to be October 22nd. It's actually going to be in a live stream on October 24th. So that is a week from this Sunday. We're going to announce it in the live stream. And we said earlier, Kyson, that here, assistant show. Here, I'll grab the. Here's
I'm building a 501st Battle Pack right now.
Yeah, we're building 2 501st Battle Packs, and here is the prize right here. This is the one we're sending out.
Yeah.
So we're going to announce that on October 24th, Kyson.
And you can ask us. We're gonna ask the winner if they want it signed or not. So we'll sign it if they want it signed. I don't know if anyone wants that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are going to want us signing the
box, but if you do, we'll do it.
Yep.
We'll write whatever you want on there. Well, not whatever, but.
And Carter just said the TIE Fighter's on sale for $32. I saw that. And the X-Wing's on sale for $39. Man, save your pennies. I wonder.
Save your nickels, save your dimes.
So I've heard normally Black Friday here in the United States, which is like late November, is when all of the sets go on sale. But I heard there's going to be like shipping problems, and it's going to be hard to get a hold of toys.
Yeah, they ran out of shipping containers.
And all the Lego sets are really cheap right now. So it's like, man, you guys better get your Legos now while you can, because it's super cheap and you can get all the cool sets.
Yeah, they I guess there's a shipping container shortage because all these young kids who can't afford a house, they keep building their houses out of shipping containers. That's a fact. Did you know that?
So Xanderland's got a whole series of Halloween videos coming out this month.
I think we're going to be doing some Halloween-related things. I know I want to get Series 14, but we'll see. We'll see. I know I wanted to do that last year for Halloween, but
Now, Xanderland before. Oh, sorry, assistant. Right. Yep. So, Xanderland, before we get a Lego Disney Series 3, we've got to have a Star Wars CMF. That must happen. I know we're going to get the little packs next year. What is it, the minifigure 4-packs and whatnot, but I want a Star Wars CMF.
We're getting minifigure 4-packs.
Yeah, it's next year. They're going to have like these little, the ones with they're almost like the vacuum packed ones.
I'm confused. So are they going to be sealed like the CMF series?
No, you can see what they are, but they're going to, they'll hang on the shelf. Remember the Harry Potter ones? There's like four minifigs in a pack.
I was worried there I had to start collecting something else. That's good though. If they're not a collectible thing, then
that's right.
Then I don't have to start doing.
Yeah, Carter, we were just saying that about Black Friday. I mean, what is Black Friday going to be like? There's going to be nothing. People are lined up around the streets now to get graphics cards. I can't even imagine people asking for a graphics card for Christmas. Good luck.
Yeah, I actually got extremely lucky with the graphics card things. I don't know if anyone's familiar with computer parts, but on release day of the 3080, I just stood in line and got a 3080 Strix. Actually, it took a couple days, but it was like right around release time. I just stood in line. There was like 3 people there, and I got a 3080 Strix, and I got it for MSRP of $900, and now they're like $3,000.
Oh.
So, it's ridiculous, the prices.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it's not affecting Lego.
So not affecting Lego yet. But Seba says it's a bad time not to live in the U.S. because you have to be in the U.S. to win a battle pack signed by you guys. Now, I just want to go on record for our contest. I went into the terms and conditions, and I don't know if we're allowed to have a contest outside of the United States.
No, that's why we couldn't do it. Unfortunately, I know we have a lot of European and African and Asian viewers, but unfortunately,
and several in Australia, mate.
Oceania, all of those, they just Lego just doesn't allow it.
We're so sorry, but we wanted you guys to win one. So Kyson is asking a question here. Would you rather get the UCS Star Destroyer or the UCS Falcon? And I watched a video on this recently. The Star Destroyer looks better in my opinion, but has terrible price per piece. But the Falcon is very iconic and still looks good. Man, I would take either of them. I got to be honest, but the Falcon is something we were talking about for Hoth. Would we want to put the UCS Falcon? It's just too big. It's like the size of a coffee table.
So originally this was months ago. Originally when we said we're going to do Hoth, when we decided, we were going to do we're going to do 5 UCS walkers, and then one of the UCS Millennium Falcon, make it minifigure scale. And we're like, well, that would take up a lot of room, not to mention be very expensive. And then we're like, all right, we'll do 3. And then we realized that's 3 walkers. Like, that still won't fit and will look weird. It's like, all right, well, then we'll just do 1. And it's like, well, that's stupid. So we ended up just switching that. And the Millennium Falcon ended up not fitting. A mess.
Crazy. So Kyson says the minifigure packs that we were talking about will only be in the Lego store. And, and I wonder if I know Xanderland's saying the Star Wars CMS would be expensive, but I wonder if they'd still be like the standard $5, like the Marvel ones, because Marvel's Disney, so I'm hoping still $5. So Xanderland is, he's really into Tangled now. He's all in on Tangled. He wants to know why you get Elsa and Anna before Flynn and Rapunzel. When Tangled came out in 2010, Frozen came out in 2013. Simple answer there, Xanderland. Frozen was off the charts popular. Every girl in America, every girl I think now between the ages of the guys, 13 and 18, can still sing Let It Go. I can even sing Let It Go.
Yeah, like they just come out of the womb singing Let It Go. It's crazy.
Yep, it's nuts.
I don't even know how it works.
Well, really? Carter, I hope you get your laptop. He's saying he wants a cool laptop in your list for Black Friday. Yeah, you got to stick to Amazon this year.
Honestly, Amazon has some pretty good deals. I'm trying to think of another website. If you're looking for stuff like that, you got to find the specialty websites. Like, for example, like if you're into RC, they've got one like that's called like RC Hobby. If you're into drones, there's Race Day Quads. If you're into computers, there's Newegg. If you're into airsoft, there's
Newegg stinks. I hate Newegg.
If you're into Lego, there's Bricklink. You got to go to those special websites because you can find some insane deals on there because they're specialty. Where Amazon, you can just find retail deals.
I think Bricklink is a little different though because Bricklink is like aggregators. Those are like used parts.
It's like eBay.
Yeah, I think Lego will always be okay because they can, I don't know why, but like anything technology, anything that has to be assembled. I know they got to package up Legos, but Legos just work, man. You open a box of Legos, you don't have to worry about batteries unless you got the motorized AT-AT.
Which was interesting. We were looking at those and we're like, well, that's kind of cool, but...
Oh, Xanderland is he says, well, Frozen can suck it because Tangled's got a whole show. Frozen just got a mediocre sequel. Ooh, Xanderland, you're on fire tonight.
Man.
Yeah. So Kyson wants to know, what about Canada for the contest?
Canada?
So actually, we found out that even Canada, I don't know what the deal is. We're going to have to do some research because we have a lot of fans overseas, and we really wanted, this contest to be open to all the fans.
It might be North America, and it might be, do not quote me on that. It might be North America, so Canada might be fine, and like Mexico also might be fine, and maybe some Central America countries like Panama and Honduras and stuff like that. But it's pretty limited to the United States. I don't know why, but it's something to do with the YouTube, the way it goes. But we're going to look into it. We'll see who we really like. If there's someone we really like, we really want to find a way to get them their prize because we don't want to geo-lock our contests.
That's right.
It's just annoying.
That's bad. Bad geo-locking. And it stifles the creativity. We could get somebody really cool sitting across from Monma and Adon.
So, yeah, that's what we're saying. Still, if you're living in a European country or Canada or any country from any of the continents, still submit your stuff.
Well, it's too late. The contest ended on the 8th.
Well, yeah, so don't get your hopes down.
Don't get your hopes down.
If you already submitted here from we'll see what we can do.
Yep. We'll find a way.
Yeah, so don't get too discouraged. We still might pick you.
Yeah, in Xanderland, we were at Walmart today, or at least System was, and he saw all of the sets on sale. So we might...
Not crazy sales, but sales.
Not crazy sales, but I didn't know the TIE Fighter was 32. That's pretty good. But the X-Wing fighter, we're trying to figure out how many of those we want for Hoth. We already have a couple of them.
We have 2.
Yep.
We were thinking of getting 3, but that might be a lot.
Yep. And we got to save room and money for the snow speeders.
Mostly room, because like, God, I don't know. We need to fit the Millennium Falcon, and if we have 3 X-wings, and then probably I want to have like at least like 2 more snow speeders than we have X-wings. Does that would make sense? So it's like the room.
Well, we got to have snow speeders in the Hoth base, and we have to have snow speeders flying out fighting the AT-ATs.
Yeah.
And I'm still caught between 3 and 4 and 5 AT-ATs. I don't know how many we can fit.
4. I'm saying we're saying 3, but 5 maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. We got 2 now, and now that's one thing. Back to Carter and Amazon on Black Friday. So last year on Black Friday, the AT-AT set, which is probably going to be retired soon, was going for $129, and right now it's $160. And every so often it dips down to $140. So my target, and I shouldn't use the word target because that's a store, but what I am targeting on Black Friday is the AT-AT. I'm hoping it goes down to that $129 price point again.
Yeah, that would be nice. We're I know for the other 2 we just ended up getting them for retail.
Yep.
So that was.
So Xanderland's saying 2 X-wings and 4 or 5 snow speeders.
2 X-wings, 4 or 5. No, there's going to be at least 4 or 5 in the base, and then a solid 4 outside. At least I want to.
Yep, we're going to need like 10 snow speeders. That's going to be nuts.
It's going to be crazy.
Yep. And Kyson wants to know, we actually talked about this earlier, Kyson, but do we plan on getting any of the Hoth ATSTs that are currently rumored? We absolutely are. Now, this is what is weird. In the movie Empire Strikes Back, and I think it's the first time we ever saw an ATST, they just had one scene with one just kind of running off on the side, and it's like, why do they only have one of those?
So we might get like 2.
Yeah, because we got to have more than that. And I want the Wampa to attack Echo Base, or at least like knocking on the door, like right when the Empire attacks, the Wampa's like, I want Tauntaun. It's like banging on the wall or something.
Something like that. We'll see what we can do.
Yep.
I'm getting there with these walkers here. If you look, we're really getting down on the pieces, and I'm starting to add just like the final finishing touches here.
So Kyson wants to know what model snow speeder we're going to be using. So I did not like the 40th anniversary, or the 20th, is it the 40th anniversary one, because the coloring was wonky. It was kind of weird. So I think we're probably going to have to do a mixture. We might have to recolor like we did the land speeders, recolor one of the snow speeders. Because we're definitely going to have a little gray in it so it offsets from all the white. But the 40th anniversary one was a little wonky.
And they're expensive.
But the UCS Hoth set, if we can get rid of some of the orange in that one, that's the one I'm targeting, and they're fairly cheap.
Yeah, there's also one from 2014. I want to say that came out with the last walker. I think they're going to have one this year, so
yep.
It should be. We'll get a variety.
And we might have to piece those together. We might have to buy a bunch of get one as a model and then build them out of Lego bricks.
Yeah, depending on which one we like the best, because we want them to all be uniform, of course.
Yep. So we might have our own custom snow speeder. I wish in addition to the ATST, they would be coming out with a new Hoth snow speeder set, but I don't think they are.
No, I don't think so. Well,
so
we're actually done.
Really? Wow,
Yep.
Nicely done. Look at that, assistant. At 1 hour and 16 minutes, you got it completed.
We're really accumulating a lot of vehicles here. That's
we are.
For sure.
We got how many? We got 5 of those. Should I go grab
6.
all the walkers? Oh, we got 6 because we have one upstairs.
We have one on display, yeah. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, you can go grab them all. I'm gonna go get resituated. So give us a second.
We're gonna go back to camera B, overhead on the mock. Yeah. So the $40 Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. So Kyson is asking, for the Hoth mock, are you going to try to have the Echo-based door be able to move or just for look? So I've seen a couple of mocks where it's just like a big open like oval, and I think that's what we are targeting. We want to target the same for our Hoth mock. But I'm not sure. That's a good question. Like the old shield generator door.
Probably.
Yep. And yeah, and also, you know, I know they're coming out with the UCS AT-AT. We haven't talked about that too much, but again, if it's anything like the Millennium Falcon or the Star Destroyer, that is just going to be too big. That's going to be too darn big. So, and Assistant is now setting up all of the walkers we have, so I'll switch back to main camera here.
So in total, we have 6 of these sets, not including the one we're giving away. But in total, we have 6 of these sets. One's on display, so this is what you get with 5 of these. And I want to at least get 2 more. So that's...
Well, if they're going for $13.
$16.
$16. Yep.
Well, I want to see how far I can push the pricing, because I see them some places, but the place I see them at, they're usually 24 or 30. So I only have 2 left at the Walmart. So we'll see. But
yep.
This is what we got.
So we were up in the Upper Peninsula this weekend, and they had still more of the 501st. So I think it was SEBA. But is it a problem getting the 501st battle packs overseas right now? Or like they all gone?
Retired.
They're retired?
They're hard to find here, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Xanderland. Those UCS sets are too big. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to get a Disney Series 3, most of all. I'm trying. We were trying to predict the other day. We know that there was rumored that Muppets is going to be the next one. That would be cool. Oh, it's a big pile of 501st goodness.
Yep, it's a pile. That's for sure.
Well, Assistant, we're an hour 15 in. Are you ready to call it a night? I know you have assistant school tomorrow.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys.
Yeah, and I think we still got to we got a Wednesday video to produce for tomorrow night.
Yeah, is it Tuesday?
Yeah, well, today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah, so we do got to produce.
We got one more day. And again, so I want to go over the dates before we SEBA's in Chile, South America. So SEBA, you can't get the 501st battle packs down there, I'm assuming. Yep. Oh, they're not retired yet. That's cool. So you can still get them.
I want as many of these figures as possible.
That's right. We have to get as many. We got to keep buying them.
At first, but now, like most people, I have a problem.
Yep. Once you start buying them, you can't stop. And I'm in the 501st as a leaky trooper. So.
I wish we did have another set of these figures.
Yep. Well, good night, Xanderland. Good night, Seba, Kyson. We've got, who else we got in here? Carter, Crevillian, thanks for showing up. I'm going to give some dates here before I say goodbye to everybody else. Again, October 24th, we're going to do a live stream to announce the winner. Let me go to the giveaway. And this is wrong. It says October 22nd. It's going to be the 24th of our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. That's coming out on October 24th. On November 22nd, we are going to be doing the episode 0 of Hoth, our sneak peek teaser video of Hoth. And the label of it is location, location, location. So we're going to show you where we're building Hoth. And it's actually, where it's going to be built is cool all by itself. So that's going to be pretty neat. You guys want to head out for that. Stay tuned for that. Caleb, good night. Kyson, good night. Carter, good night.
Let's just say if you thought Leaky Trooper was a nerd, but now, after seeing episode 0, you're... My mic has been muted. If you thought Leaky Trooper was a nerd before watching these LEGO videos, after you see episode 0, you're going to be fully convinced.
Yes. You're going to see nerdery in a whole new level in episode 0 of Hoth.
Scale.
Some of you might be scared and never watch us.
Again.
All right, Carter, have a good one. We will see you. Kyson, Caleb, Xanderland, Seba. I got to get everybody in here. Who am I missing? We got a bunch of people early on. Siphon, Caleb. Or I think I said Caleb twice. Brady Palmer, Will Harper, and Kaka. Who can forget Kaka? What a name. And Holja. Yeah, well, I don't want to butcher his name. So, anyways, I think we are out of here. Oh, Don Adkins. We always have the guys that show up right at the end. See you, Seba. Have a great night. I know, Don. We just finished up. We're actually on a little longer tonight. We're on almost an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, and Jonathan St. Croix just arrived, our French friend. So yeah, we are just signing off, but we will be back. In fact, I don't know. Are we going to do one this Sunday? A live stream this Sunday, Assistant?
Maybe.
Maybe. That's a hard maybe. So anyways, you guys have a good night. Again, the 24th, October 24th, we're going to announce the winner in a live stream. Late November, we're going to be doing Hoth Episode 0 for the mock. Again, this Wednesday, we have another Tatooine mock coming out. This Friday, we have another review video. I got to get over to Walmart and buy one of those Batman classic Batmobiles. So we are out of here, guys. Good night, Jonathan. Good night, Don. Good night, Siva, Carter, Carson, Caleb, Zanderland.
See you guys in the next one.
We'll see you guys later. We're out. Good night.